as the Texans get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Yeah. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. To throw is Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. But if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. They'll try the air now with Watson. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. From the gun, here's Watson. This goes out wide from Mixon. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And some space here. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Joe Mixon, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First carry for Nick Chubb, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They go play action. Mayfield going out wide, finds Chubb. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second down, here's Chubb again. And bulldozing his way through. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. From the 29, Mayfield drops it off for Chubb.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
2nd and 10. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they said? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Ross Blacklock drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. Rosas' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3-and-out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them. And when I look at their schedule, I see some of these road games, and I know those are going to be difficult. But this is a good team. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Watson. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. On 1st down, it's Watson. This is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense could get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Here's a run with Mixon, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Oh, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they look like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3, 4, 5 between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
You got to know as a quarterback it's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
After the interception, here's Watson. Flushed out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns are going to get the football back at their own 17. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception. Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
A give running right is Chubb, and he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And Mayfield just getting the play off. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football, and the Texans scoop it, and some room to work. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach.
These two clubs running through their final halftime adjustments. It's just about time to get back at it. And for the call of the second half, we go back out to Houston, H-Town, and Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Mayfield now. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. that's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Now Mayfield. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the front.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that.
A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. Another try after the first down sack. Watson. And going deep for Hill. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's Chubb on the read option. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Mayfield looks to throw. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Mayfield firing quickly. It's complete. Touchdown! And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now Joe Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Watson off play action. And going deep for Hill. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And way down into the red zone before he's dropped inside of Cleveland's 15. A huge play there for Houston. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A handoff to Mixon. 107 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Mixon, touchdown, Houston. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Mayfield off the play fake. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Mayfield. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Play fake. Mayfield. They'll roll him out right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Following the penalty, Chubb. Oh, he's got a little daylight. That he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play there out of the running game. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all Lebanon defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
Mayfield this time gets it off to Chubb, and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Browns have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. PAT up and good by Rosas. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And some room to run now. And he will be taken down, but not before he gets this to the Browns' 20. 163 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Here's a give to Mixon. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now it's Watson. Flush to his right. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone to give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw. Forced out to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Rosas good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. Oh, and did the Browns get it? I think so, yes. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
The Browns drive about to get started. 1 possession gain. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now Mayfield. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Here's Baker. He's going to let it fly. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Texans have just about sewn up this football game. Down to a knee goes Watson, and that should just about do it for this ball game. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And I tell you what, one thing that you and I featured as a